Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be planning the week of October 3rd through the 9th in my Erin Condren vertical neutral life planner, and this week was kind of a mess up. So the stickers that I'm using this week I actually wanted to use for the week of Halloween. However, I flopped these 2 weeks. So again, these stickers I wanted to do on the week of Halloween because they're basically all the leftover Halloween themed stickers that I used throughout the month. But I laid the other stickers, the stickers that were supposed to be on this week, down first, and I accidentally put them on the wrong week. So, and by the time I realized, it was way too late to pull up everything, and it would not have worked out. So I decided to just deal with it and use these stickers this week. So originally this was supposed to be my Halloween spread, and it still technically is a Halloween spread. It just isn't on the week of Halloween anymore, which I am still annoyed about, but it is what it is. It's fine. So again, you'll notice stickers here that you probably haven't seen yet, but I basically used them throughout both the functional and foiled stickers I used throughout the Halloween season. So I guess some of these are kind of sneak peeks for future spreads, but some of them I already did. Like the purple ones with the skulls and then also the purple headers I did use the week before, but everything else pretty much hasn't been used yet. So if you can't tell, at the time I filmed this video was about a month after this week actually happened, because I needed to have the other weeks passed and I needed to use those stickers to know what I had left over, because I didn't want to use stickers for this week, not for the week and not have them for the week that they were supposed to actually be used. So it was a whole ordeal, but luckily I am like 6 months behind on posting these videos, so I had time to do that and it was fine. So overall, I'm still happy with the way the spread turned out. It's not my favorite, not as cohesive as what I kind of envisioned in my head, but I did use up a lot of like sticker leftovers and things that I would have just gotten rid of anyway. So this whole spread was basically a free spread. So I am really happy about that because I got to use up some stickers that I otherwise wouldn't have used. So that's one of my reasons why I love Franken-planning so much, is because I get to not waste anything. So I am happy with that fact, which makes me overall happy with the way the spread turned out, if that makes sense. Anyway, moving on to Monday. Oh, and you'll see I had 4 total sheets or like boxes of underlays, 2 different colors, 2 different patterns. So I just decided to alternate them day to day. So that's what you'll see here. But because I only had 4 boxes, I needed to make half cut headers out of them. So that is a good way to, again, use up leftovers, to spend less money on the underlays, because if you just buy 1 sheet instead of 2, you can make half cut headers and you'll have enough for the whole week. And if you line them up next to each other like I am doing now, you can't even tell that, if you line it up correctly, you can't even tell that it's not a full underlay. However, making half cut headers is time consuming. So, and sometimes I'm like, it's worth it because I get to save money, but other times I'm like, just buy the freaking extra sheet. So yeah, some days I'm in the mood for a half cut header, some days I'm not. So yeah, that's my advice. If you want to save money but still want to use underlays, I recommend cutting them up and then kind of placing them like I am now to make it look like you're using a full set of underlays. So moving on to the day by day. Monday was a normal Monday morning. I had Coffee Monday and I marked it with a Coffee Monsters cut. Oh, actually, I think this one is Once More with Love, like Halloween themed mug. And if you're interested, I link all of the sticker shops I use down in the description below. But if you want to know where a very specific sticker is from, just let me know in the comments below. So yeah, I marked Coffee Monday like I always do, caught up on YouTube as well as the budget, and then I did some filming. I usually try to film my plan with me as Mondays and Thursdays, because Mondays I can get Wednesday or Thursday through Sunday, and then Thursdays I can get Monday through Wednesday. So that's probably what I did here. I watched Dancing with the Stars. At this point, Dancing with the Stars was airing Monday nights. and I usually watched it live. So I watched Dancing with the Stars, and then I ended the evening by reading like I usually do. Moving on to Tuesday, I called a friend because it was her birthday this day. And then I had writing group, which is basically a silent co-working session that we all basically write our dissertations. And I find it helpful and productive. So I usually try to go twice a week. It usually ends up being like once a week, but once a week is still better than none. And then afterwards I had a meeting with my advisor, and I'm trying to use up all my Halloween themed stickers. So that's why I used that Harley Quinn sticker to mark that. Watched some more YouTube and then read in the evening. On Wednesday, I decided to mark Scroll Prints Co. new releases with that foil sticker that I have. I have a whole sheet of them, and I'm trying to use them because, again, I have them, and I don't want them to go to waste, even though I don't buy her new releases every week, but I do keep track of what she releases so that I can add it to my wish list, or if it is something that's time sensitive that's released, I will buy it that day. But typically I try to save things if I can for like the bigger sales, and then add it to my wish list to remind me that I still want it. And then I had an appointment, which that sticker went down crooked, but once it was down, it was down. It was not coming back up, so I just left it. I did some shopping at Costco, took a nap when I got home, and then we went to Autumn Nights, which is basically like Christmas lights, but Halloween themed, and it was set up at one of the local, what is it called? I guess a zoo, animal sanctuary, where they had all these like Halloween themed lights set up, and it was actually really interesting. We got free tickets because Colton's job was a sponsor, so we got to go, and it was a good night. And then I got back and read in the evening. Moving on to Thursday, I had Fish Lab coffee break. Like I have every Thursday, it's basically a get together with a friend because we're both in fisheries labs and we just hang out virtually. It's on Zoom, and get caught up with each other. And then after that was writing group again. This week I was able to go twice, so happy about that. And then after writing group, I had a vaccine appointment. I think this was my second booster, I believe. So I believe I have 4 shots at this point. So can't remember. It might have been my flu shot because we had to get it through school, or we had to get it for school. Can't remember either way. Had a vaccine appointment. And then watched Lego Masters. I watched Lego Masters with my fiance and his mom. And then my parents also watched Lego Masters, but because we don't live with them, we talk about it after the fact. But I actually physically watch it with Colton and his mom. And then I read again in the evening. Moving on to Friday, I caught up on YouTube, did some work, talked to my advisor, and then watched The Kardashians. It's my guilty pleasure. I watched like 1 season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but then since they came back, I like to just have a TV show that I can kind of just have on in the background and not really pay attention to. So, and that's for this, or right now at least, it's The Kardashians. So I watched that. Had to call American Airlines for something. I think it was to change flights because the original flights that we booked got canceled, so they put us on another one. But because we had a layover, it basically the new flights made our layover only last like 40 minutes or something, and it was through Dallas. And if you know, Dallas Fort Worth, I guess technically, is massive, and there was no way we were going to make that connection even if our flight was on time. So I changed it to get a little bit longer of a layover, and luckily it was all free because, again, they were the ones that changed the flights, not us. So I'm glad that worked out well. And then in the evening, again, surprise, surprise, I read. Moving on to Saturday, we went to a car show in the morning. This was the second year we went to the car show because Colton's grandpa has like a really old original restored Model T, I want to say, and his mom enters him into the car show just show off cars. So we went to that and hung out I guess pretty much just the morning until lunch. I want to say. Last year we were there pretty much the entire time, but this year I think we left early. I can't remember. Either way, we were there for part of it. Talked to my mom, read a little bit more, did the laundry, and then in the evening we watched Saludos Amigos. If you've been with me for a while, you would already know that me, Colton, and my mother-in-law are trying to watch all of the Disney animated feature film movies, and we're watching them in order of release, and the one that we were on was Saludos Amigos, and it was okay. It wasn't really that long. I think it was just over an hour, so luckily it was short, and I think we're gonna get to like the better movie, in terms of better movies, I mean the more well-known movies like Cinderella, Peter Pan, things like that, in a few more movies. I think we have like 3 or 4 to get through before we get to the more well-known ones. But either way, Saludos Amigos was okay. It was cute, but I don't think I'll really ever watch it again. And then finally, moving on to Sunday, I watched The Amazing Race in the morning. We went to John's Burgers, which is a local burger place, for lunch. I talked to my parents, as I always do. And then in the evening, I baked cupcakes. And I don't remember if it was for something specific or if I just was in the mood for cupcakes and decided to make them, or either Christina was in the mood for them and I just helped her out with it. Either way, can't entirely remember why, but made some cupcakes. And that is the end of the spread. Soon you'll see, once I finish planning out Sunday, I'll show you an overview of what the final spread looks like, as well as like completely filled in, because if you haven't noticed, I don't write in my planner because I hate my handwriting. I make my own scripts, and if I don't have the script pre-made, I make it after the fact and I fill it in all at the end, so I know like how big or how small to make the script. So that is everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.